Brown's coming
Right.
back into he's rounding into form now, and I feel like without Henry, they're gonna lean on him more. But Saquon's been so bad,
Yeah.
and not even necessarily bad, but just injured still. Really, he had a couple good games, but that guy, it's tough luck for him.
Yeah.
But then also my team in that league is fucking 1-7 or some shit. It's the worst I've ever done in any fantasy. Fantasy, basketball, baseball, football. I don't think I've ever had a record that bad.
Alright, we won game 2.
Thank God.
No.
Did it save? Did you get the game we had before? Or was it?
I wish you didn't say that over the the video. I was gonna just play it off and be like, yeah, it's whatever.
I'm crying on the inside. We know what happened though. They know what happened. They'll see it.
It's just the stats won't amount for it, but we know what happened there.
We won the game. It was a legit win.
It counts, okay? To answer your question, Troy, I think they're gonna try to roll out with Jimmy G this season for as long as they possibly can until the playoff hopes are absolutely gone. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Trey Lance will get his minutes. But no, I feel great about him. He hasn't played bad. He's been great.
Right.
He made some rookie mistakes and you're like, this is his first game. And that's a couple of things like that. But no, I mean he the thing is they do so much power run with him that I'm this is nuts how much they run the ball and they're also just running it with him. And I'm you guys are literally just a running offense now.
Well, I mean Debo is he's a stud. Ayuk is I don't know what happened with him, but I still feel he could turn it around. Kittle just got hurt.
I feel Ayuk long term should be better than he has been for sure.
Yeah,
I'm not too worried about the whole Ayuk thing as much as other people are, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel some people are super worried.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, that's for sure.
Yeah. I feel honestly none of the rookie QBs this year have come out hot. Everyone's kind of just sputtered out the gate. Especially even I guess the Jags as a whole are kind of a dumpster fire. But
I was gonna say, but all those rookie QBs are terrible teams. The only good one or decent one would be Mac Jones.
He hasn't even been that good. I don't even know why people are so overhyped about him.
No, I don't even think he's that good either.
Better than
he's doing well.
A backup quarterback.
That's also coaching.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I can still say
I haven't seen Justin.
He's been better than a lot more people have anticipated, I guess. And yeah, Justin Fields was really good when he played the 49ers.
Fields, he seems like the guy who I feel by season's end will probably have had the best rookie quarterback season.
It's hard to say.
In my dynasty league, I was riding high on Zach Wilson, and I'm still trying to defend him, but it's rough out here.
Shouldn't he come back next week maybe or week after?
Some people, yeah, he could come back, but I think they're going to wait. I don't see why rush it. It's you're not doing him a service.
They said they might as well tank again.
There's no need to rush him, but I understand there's an argument that you want your rookie quarterbacks to play and get that experience. That's at least that's all I heard this whole offseason. People are why is Jimmy even playing? Let your rookie just fucking play. He needs his time. So I can get that argument.
In my mind, if I was an NFL coach and I had a rookie quarterback, if it was a season where I thought things were lost or we had no chance of being competitive, I would think I'd want to give him run to get him development time and everything. But
well, what would you do if you were the 49ers? Do you think you'd play Jimmy this much?
Yeah, I think I would actually. I'm the opposite. I think if you're a terrible team, I say let your rookie QB, learn, practice, and the playbook and understand how, the NFL is played. Because I feel what's going on with Zach Wilson, it's he's trying to play hero ball, and you shouldn't be I don't want him to have that mindset ever. So it's
Do
just
you feel
like,
like they threw Wilson almost out too soon, kind of, is what you're saying?
yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's
I
just
guess I
like,
could see that too, because I feel like I guess like it's not a complete comparison because I feel like even like Brett Favre, like Green Bay was still good, but like they definitely gave Rodgers like the chance to develop before they put him
yeah.
in there.
Hey man, Jordan Love
So
has had time to develop, and he's gonna be playing this weekend.
I know. Well, that's what I was thinking about too. Kind of honestly, I was like, I want to see how Love does. Kind of. I don't think he's going to do anything that crazy, but I am interested to see how he does.
I kind of hope he pops off. Now, wouldn't that
That'd be
make it a
wild.
story?
I
Because
would
he's been
love that
bad
too.
so far.
Honestly,
He's been
Yeah,
bad
and
in the
then
preseason. He's been bad whenever he plays.
I would love. I would just love to see fucking like Jordan Love go out and like put up like crazy numbers, and like I don't know if fucking Rogers is going to be on the sideline or not, but I'd love to see him with like his rat tail just looking scared. I'm
yeah, yeah.
like, with that
Well,
look, like his eyes get wide, like he's
yeah,
just standing there. He's like, "Fuck." He's just like, "Maybe I should get vaccinated." Fucking Aaron
I
Rodgers
gotta get a
after getting
vaccine to keep my
inoculated.
job.
Rodgers is doing some fucking 1700s bullshit. He's having like a witch doctor fucking rub herbs on his chest or some shit.
I just don't understand. Like he just straight up like was just like, yeah, I'm immunized. It's just like what?
I feel like I don't know what happened, but I feel like Rodgers somehow just lied to the league, or
Yeah,
maybe I didn't
exactly.
care. I feel
Yeah,
like
like this man literally came back to work just because, like, it was the whole like, is he going to play? He just showed up and it was just like, I'm here. This is what you get.
Fuck it, I'm playing.
You get this ugly ass version of me.
he grew his hair out. He didn't get
Yeah,
fucking vaccinated. He was drinking PBR all off season in his
yeah.
trailer.
Like fucking week one, he just was just like, let me just sit this one out for a
I
second.
was gonna say, I remember him shitting the bed big time.
Yeah, exactly.
The fucking Roger shows up. They're like, "Are you vaccinated?" He said, "I'm here." What
Yeah,
else do you
yeah,
want?
exactly. That was his vibe, honestly.
Maybe that was like part of like what he wanted to. That was like to distract media about like this whole issue instead of anybody ever asking him about it.
Yeah.
It worked pretty well for him up till now.
Hey, I wonder what the age gap between him and his like new fiance is. The his do you all know his like new fiance?
No, I haven't seen that yet. Even
Oh,
It's
dude,
kind of
it's the girl from Divergent.
really.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm
that's
about to
right. She
Google
was.
this.
He went on that one vacation with that actor also from Divergent. The guy.
the guy. What?
The guy he's not like a villain, but he is like you watched all the Divergents, right?
Nah, actually,
Oh, never mind.
that's the thing. Yeah, I just know that that's the movie she's from. So she's 29. Aaron
That's
Rodgers.
How do you
hilarious.
leave Danica Patrick, man?
I saw fucking I'm in like a group chat with like some of Max's friends for our other football league, and they were talking about that bitch earlier tonight, and I didn't realize the correlation before, but now that is pretty funny.
It's a
Cheyenne
8 year gap.
Woodley,
It's an
8 year
eight
gap.
year, not terrible, but
She looks. I don't know. The thing
she looks
Rogers
young
looks
though.
like Rogers looks like he's like whatever, like 30 something, going on like 40 something, like
Yeah.
48, 49.
True.
He's
Hey
got
man,
that. He's got like a sickly look about him. I don't know.
when he
Yeah.
talks.
No, I mean that's the thing. It just looks like he just mm, like just a year ago he looks normal, and then now he just looks dirty, slimy.
His training and health regimen in the off season was smoking crack. I don't even know about that guy anymore. Fucking, I remember seeing the video of him dressed up as John Wick doing like his dance or whatever during Halloween, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like Rogers is being like a fool or whatever. And then of course it comes out like 4 or 5 days later, whatever, that now he's got COVID. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that motherfucker got COVID that night. He was dressed up as John Wick,
Out
going out there
assassinating
dancing.
people. He probably did some sort of assassination gag,
Exactly.
where he like slit his throat. He's like, shit, he coughed on me right when I touched his throat.
God, Aaron Rodgers, what a guy. It doesn't even look like he blocked him. It looks like he fucking hit the ball off like the backboard or some shit.
I'm confused. Yeah, what even happened there? Dude, Isaiah Stewart's back. Let's go.
They said he's healthy now.
Well, he was day to day when we were like starting the first game, so he's probably fine now.
Hold on, is Sheldon still hurt? I would imagine.
Oh, he's playing. So I
I
don't know.
forgot. I was gonna say. I was like in this alternate timeline. Sheldon's still healthy.
Dude, if Kawhi Leonard
No, he's
and
fine.
Klay Thompson went to the Pistons, something went wrong in the league.
Oh, we were talking about earlier. Would you rather have
Ooh.
Lonzo and DeRozan on the Bulls or Kawhi on the Bulls?
Lonzo and
Okay, what if Kawhi was healthy?
I don't know. I mean, I guess like him with Levine, not terrible.
I guess in this universe, like Kobe White actually panned out too, though, and Kobe White's good. So like that helps also. Like they have Kobe White, Levine, Kawhi, and Vucevic, and that Patrick Williams, whatever.
That's true. I guess if you can assume you have a good, healthy, like proficient Kobe at the one, it definitely changes the dynamic. I feel like I don't know. I was kind of high on Kobe before, but I feel like Lonzo's definitely a better point guard. I still think his brother's better than him, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, look at the screen.
Somehow secretly Leangelo, whatever the fuck his name is, he's the best one. He never should have stole those glasses in China.
You can't even make their G League team, man.
Yeah, I remember. Didn't the Hornets sign him to like a G League deal?
Yeah, but I think they cut him or something.
Damn.
I don't know why. I feel like if you're a G League team, it's not like the only thing that could possibly like bring in like fans to watch.
You would think so. I remember they had like Robo from WSU on Charlotte's G League team. I don't know.
I remember
he's
that.
still around or not.
I remember that. I've always been like, as soon as he went there too, I was like, I'm just sitting there hoping for the Charlotte team to get good, and they finally did it. I don't even know if he's still there.
That's the problem. I remember when he went to Charlotte, I was like, okay, like I was like, this is the best path he maybe has to playing time because
True.
Charlotte's bad. But now they fucking have Gordon Hayward.
I think they got Gordon Hayward the year they drafted him too, though, was the problem.
Yeah. And now fucking with the emergence of fucking Miles Bridges, it's like there's nowhere for him pretty much. He's left to be the odd man out.
Well,
Troy, would you trade Bridges for a first round pick next year and a player?
Probably not.
Yeah, he seems like he's pretty legit at this point. I don't know. It's only 2 weeks into the season, but
You know, one thing about the Dynasty League, like your friends, Max, like I think they are always trying to trade with me, but I feel bad that like I'm just like not too active. You know, it's like I guess I could try and make trades, but it's just like I'm rebuilding and I'm liking the young players, so I'm always looking for those guys.
yeah.
And it's like
Everyone who's trying to do trades is trying to get young players, and I'm like, okay, but like there's value still in these good players.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're trying to give me like that one. Yeah, Jordan was trying to give me some like.
Just don't do anything with Jordan. Jordan's the worst.
He's so persistent. It's just like, oh man, I feel like I'm wasting your time by even just like
No,
I
you
feel
just
like I
don't
should
know.
give you something.
He's gonna try to peer pressure you into
that's
doing it.
that's how they trade rape. It's like a trade dape rape. There's
And you're like, you want to be the
He's
nice
pushing
guy.
to
You're like,
the
I don't even
point
know
where
you.
it's
He doesn't care. He doesn't want to be the nice guy.
I'm hyped right now because I'm beating Jordan right now by 220 points this week.
That's hype. That's kind of the matchup of the week. Ooh, I don't know if I did new rankings this week. I'll have to look at that.
After this week, I feel like there's almost no way my team's not on top. Like Jordan's team might come back, his team might come back. But if he doesn't, I beat him. I'll be 3-0 and would have beat like the other best team in the league pretty much. So
True. I'd say that's fair. It just Jordan's roster just looks so deep. He's got all these stars. He's got everybody with a signature shoe.
it should basically be the shoe team.
Last year, what's his? I was trying to make a trade with him. What's up, Troy? I don't know. I told you at one point, Matt, but like I was trying to make a trade with him, and then he was like sitting there like, no, I can't trade for him. He doesn't even have like a shoe, man. I was like,
I
what
think
the
I
fucking
remember you
argument is
maybe
that?
telling me that.
And I think it
The
was
fact,
CJ or something like that who does have a shoe technically.
the fact that he has Lillard, Tatum, Embiid, and Giannis, and Ingram even. Like, Ingram hasn't been as good this year, but
Well, he won like
he's...
the whole fucking draft when it was like when we first did the very first draft. He got the first pick, so he got to choose like a 23, 24-year-old like Giannis. It's like,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty obvious.
And he got Tatum and Lillard somehow. Didn't his
He,
dad trade him a bunch of his players, though, too?
I was pissed. Yeah, his dad had Kyrie and KD before they like joined, I think, and he traded them both for Tatum and Lillard. Which I was just like, why is his dad doing this? Dad's fucking up everything.
Dame, so far this year, Dame's still good, but I've read some about, like, injury concern or that he's hampered by something still. Or...
Yeah, he's not playing like super well, but it's fine. Like, you know he will.
I mean, that's how I feel too.
It's just the
Like,
first 2 weeks.
I've been reading online, and some people are like, "Should we be panicking about Dame?" And I'm like, "No, it's Dame." It's like
He's done more than enough to like prove that he's fine. I get triggered when like I see any like trade situations involving him because like he's just made it so adamant so many times that like he's not going anywhere.
I read some shit, like probably just this week even, that during the off season, like LeBron had Dame over at his house with like AD, and they
Like,
were
so?
trying to fucking get him to go to the Lakers or some shit. If Dame had went to the Lakers before the season, I think I would have lost faith in the league.
Yeah, that would have been some shit. That would be literally the best player that could like play with LeBron would be like Damian. That's exactly what he wants, is a guard like that who's clutch and can do everything.
I feel like going into the season, it does seem like Westbrook's old now, but of course, even seeing they got Westbrook, I was like, okay, like that's kind of some shit. But
We're always saying
Dame would
Westbrook's
definitely
old.
be way worse.
That was a wild. Like I didn't understand it. You know what I mean?
The Westbrook thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the Wizards should have got more, but I guess they did take a bunch of like good role players.
Who else? Because they got Kuz. Wasn't Kuz like the biggest?
Montrezl Harrell
probably...
maybe was better.
Oh, actually, that is a good point. I didn't even think about Montrez. Trez's been great so
They
far.
got him and KCP.
Yeah.
There might have been
Honestly,
another
all
guy.
Guys,
It also, or it might have just been like 2 first-round picks or something like that too. Like the Lakers are like not scared to just trade away their late firsts.
honestly, I think it's still a good trade for the Wiz. Like aging Westbrook versus like I think Kuz, like he's hurt again at the moment, but Kuz is carving out a solid role with the Wiz.
Whew.
And then
nice.
I feel like they need to figure out like their front court situation, but I think Trez honestly could be their center of the future.
I'm sad that they weren't able to bring back like Drummond after they got him in the like middle of last year. That would have been so hyped to have Drummond and AD.
Fucking, I'm so sad. I really wanted Drummond to work out on the Lakers. I was like, when he got traded to the Lakers, or like when he got signed or whatever, after like the Cavs were like, "Fuck you, Drummond."
Yeah, it was hype.
I was like, let's go. But then fucking, he's carving out a role for himself on the 76ers because fucking Embiid hasn't been like super Embiid-esque so far to start the year either.
I mean, they have a winning record, so like, it's hard to argue that like they're doing anything wrong.
No, that's how I feel too. Is like on a team level, they're not doing bad, but I'm just thinking fantasy and them.
Right.
The whole Ben Simmons news kind of just faded out. What's going on with him? Is he still just kind of sitting out?
He is not mentally ready to play.
That's what I read within the last day or two. I read he still wasn't ready to like report to practice or.
Honestly, like
I think he is practicing now.
I mean, there's something going on. I feel like after that playoff series, like, and how like the media was just like, this guy's fucking trash, can't shoot, can't do nothing. I feel like that really got to him.
In the media's defense, Ben Simmons is kind of trash.
Oh no, I agree. It's just that I feel bad. It's like man, like I mean, he's a still human being, so it's like that's rough.
I mean, I guess he is a human being. I think the problem is, especially in Philadelphia sports, if you think about like the Eagles
Yeah. Oh yeah. If
and
you get
everything,
tricked.
is like if you play sports in Philadelphia, you got to be ready for some like ruthless fan base and the
Yeah.
media too. What I've read too is like compared to like East Coast and West Coast mentality, is like East Coast journalism is so much harder on their sports players.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
True.
if it's like the Yankees, the Mets, the Giants, the Jets, like all the teams over there, like even the Knicks, like Knicks are better now again, but
I think Philadelphia, especially, like that's just part of their culture is like to be really
Yeah.
like tough and hard.
It
And I've been telling
it
other
kind of
people
like
like it's just not a place to like develop a young player because like look what happened to Carson Wentz. Like
or even if you think about fucking Fultz,
exactly, like
they chewed Fultz up and spit him out.
exactly. And I'm like, okay, if you're the Sixers, what you need to do is you need to like just be trading for like good players who like can really handle that culture or like have already been developed. Like Embiid wasn't like there long enough to like get roasted as like a rookie because he was injured a lot in like the beginning of his career. He was out, I think, when he got drafted. Like he was drafted like third overall or something like that, and he didn't get to play for like a season or two, or maybe like three, before he actually finally played. It's nice. Whew. I say trade your young. Just if they get like a high pick, they should just trade him for like a star. Like we'll take what we can get because we're just not going to develop whatever kid we bring in. Could you imagine playing basketball or any sport really, and like the fans are just booing you the whole time?
oh yeah, no.
It would be tough. Like there's
Yeah.
almost no way.
I don't think it helped that Devin Booker was doing great and he's like making out with his ex girlfriend in the sidelines like after every game. I think that also kind of hurt him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough because like remember the Sixers were the 1 seed last year.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
really fucking good, and they were making it work. And then they just got bitched by like Atlanta because Atlanta could actually shoot.
Hmm.
Ooh, Leo, jelly.
Can you guys believe this Henry Ruggs thing?
Okay,
Oh no.
what? Okay,
I mean,
I want your guys' thoughts. Like, is he just like dead to you? Is he a horrible person?
He is dead to me, unfortunately. I like it's one of those things where like especially because I read about like one of his like best friends early in life had like died in a car
Yeah,
crash that was due to like I guess it was like wet roads or whatever. But you would think if like someone who was like that important to you in your life like died that way, like you wouldn't get yourself in a situation where like you put other people at risk. Because it's
well,
one of those things where it's like if your blood alcohol content is twice the legal limit and you're someone with that amount of money where like I've read too that like the Raiders have a system basically like Uber
that,
that
that
like
that's
you,
that's my problem. Like, yeah, yeah, you're like
you're rich enough to
actually the
Uber them.
whole NFL has this. Like, I think every sports team has it. It has a like you could call. Someone apparently is always up to like drive these players because they know they like to party. So it's just like they should never be driving drunk because it's like they have all these resources. You can afford an Uber on top of that. So it's like I don't
Absolutely.
understand.
that's how I feel too. Exactly. It's that like there's so many different opportunities he had to make like the right decision, and it seems like at every turn he made the worst decision.
Yeah.
Basically,
Okay, if I
it's
could play
like
devil's advocate for a second. My only thing
okay.
is just say like he's 22, like he's younger than us, and it's a shame that like you can make a mistake like that and your career's over.
Yes, yeah, I will
I want
give
to throw
you
that
that.
out.
Where it's just like that media, like there's no. I mean, what else is he going to do in life at this point?
Oh, I think he's gonna play again.
You
Which
think he's
I'll
going to
get.
play it?
I'll get to that in a
He's
second.
not going to
Hold on.
play again. Vehicular manslaughter. That man's going to be doing
It
10 to 15. He's going to be
no,
seeing the inside of a prison
he
cell.
didn't murder somebody. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
That's not murder.
That's manslaughter.
It's manslaughter.
Yeah,
It's not murder.
I was
I
saying
mean,
He
that
did not do it with ill
ba-
intent. He did it
based
like
on what based on
uh,
what he did, the possibility, like depending on like what the prosecutors go after him for, he's looking. either 1 or 2 years to 6 years with probation, or or I think it was saying like 10 to 20 if it's
I
like they get him on like a bigger charge, which
the
is
weapons charge twice the legal limit. Fucking killing a woman, 23 years old. Like, I don't see how the jury's gonna have much sympathy for him. I think the
yeah,
guy's gonna be serving a hard time. His career's done for sure.
No,
yeah.
Even
okay.
It's
if
like
Again, argument is that he's really young. So
he
like
is
yeah,
young,
but yeah,
that's
not
the
not that
thing
that
to me.
absolves
I mean,
anything.
I don't think the fucking prison gym is going to have the facilities to
Okay,
get you NFL ready. You know,
I can list
like,
so many athletes though who like got away with it. One, OJ Simpson style.
What? How many? Hold on. How many athletes do you know that got away with manslaughter? Like we got Kareem Hunt, who maybe kicked a woman on video. He
She
pushed her
was
with his foot.
pregnant.
thank you, thank you. It was more of a push. I
It
kind
was
of
a
have.
push with the foot.
You
Kareem
shouldn't
Hunt.
ever do it, but it was like
Joe
I think
Mixon
you know,
did it.
like we don't know, like you know, that was never said what was going on. You know, like
Tyreek Hill.
she could have been trespassing. You know.
I don't understand how they're talking about fucking Deshaun Watson might make a
No,
comeback.
I
That's
don't.
still
Yeah, I say this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm like, dude, one or two. You know, like we're
Leonard's
doing an
done because he's just not that good.
investigation. 20
like
people.
20
I'm
picks.
saying, yeah, I'm saying like this. There's a pattern here. It's not like
Right. However, counter argument. This is
uh,
exactly
Counter argument.
what the Chiefs do. Like I wanted to put
Are you
money on it.
telling me? You're telling me 3 years from now the Chiefs are gonna be shining or signing Ruggs out of jail?
I believe it. Yes. Yeah.
Ruggs is gonna be coming out of the jail. Chiefs are gonna be waiting outside to pick him
Oh,
up.
if that coach.
I
Well, I
will
guess that
say
coach could
Kansas
retire.
City is such a low key place that I believe it. You know,
If
like,
if their coach retires, maybe not. But like that's like their culture is like getting these guys who have like a bad history or did something fucked up when they were young, like Tyreek Hill, right? And then like resurrect their careers. And that's exactly
wait, what
what
did
Henry
Tyreek
Ruggs
Hill
is.
do
Like he's
again?
another Tyreek Hill. That's like exactly what they want.
Did he beat up a woman?
He did. I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly what it was, but you know, like Michael Vick, that coach did
Is
a lot of stuff with Michael Vick.
beating up a woman and dogfighting is one thing. Killing a woman in your car is another thing. It's like
that's true. That's true.
But it was a
And
drunk
again, it's
driving
like I
incident.
think at minimum we're talking about 3 years,
I
possibly.
see he's got to serve at least 3 years. I feel like 3 years is like the conservative end,
Yeah, exactly. That's a
especially
like,
to because of his gun that was in the car. Because what I've read
I
too
didn't
in
even
Las
know he had that.
Vegas, you know, he had a loaded gun in his car, and in Vegas, it's illegal to have a firearm on you when you're intoxicated. So I feel like I don't know if it was registered to him or not. I don't know if that part, if it like was like a full on illegal firearm, but from what I've read, even just like even if the firearm is legally like uh given to you and like you have the right to have it on you, if you're intoxicated, it becomes illegal to have it on you, which is kind of an interesting thing. But
I mean, you know, I don't know how like what other sports you know Las Vegas has. I know they have that hockey team, but something about having superstar athletes living in Vegas is just, it doesn't look like it's a good mix. You know.
I feel like it's so tough too because it literally the Raiders just got to Vegas and pretty much
Yeah.
like the first year Ruggs is like, I better fuck this up.
Yeah. I mean, this year altogether has been rough for the Raiders.
That is true. I was thinking about that literally too. It's like fucking John Gruden goes down for all his racist ass bullshit, and then like 2 weeks later, it's like Ruggs is like, I better make this even worse.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
just like
Derek Carr out here just trying to prove the league that he's still a good quarterback and having to deal with all this shit.
I mean I suppose you can make the argument that Ruggs is young, but I would think even at 22 years old, if I was in the NFL, I would be fucking around like that. Especially if I knew
No.
I could call someone who would pick up my drunk ass. I'd be getting fucked up and I'd be calling them up. I'd be like, "Come get me."
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I feel like. You know, it's just like, you know, and there's no like, I don't want to leave my car here. You probably could get someone to pick up your car.
fucking, you're rich enough, you can have a fucking helicopter come and fly your fucking car out of there or some shit. A fucking
Hey, it's a
cargo
rookie
bomb.
contract.
GTA style, put a magnet on the top of your car, airlift it back to your house. I don't know. It's one of those things with Rogues. It's literally like I wasn't there. I'm not gonna say he was the worst guy ever, but it's hard for me to have much sympathy for him when he killed a young woman, even if it wasn't intentional manslaughter. Like if he wasn't drunk behind the wheel that night, she would be alive today.
No, you gotta feel sympathy for that. I guess that's the word for it. I'm looking up all these players who like all the crimes they've done. I'm like, God damn it! So many players have just like really shit the bed. It's all rape, murder, oops, drugs, guns.
Because who didn't Ray Allen murder someone too? Actually, or not Ray Allen? Who was that?
Yeah, also like Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
That one's iffy because I think in that situation it was like it was a fight. Yeah, it was like somewhat self-defense, but like also he may have instigated it. So it's just like he started it and they escalated and he defended per se.
That's more of a gray area, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really, I feel like it's one of those things where after the fact we can all just sit around and talk about it, but what happened happened, of course, and ultimately I guess it's up to the courts and the people to decide. But
on a selfish note,
it wouldn't surprise me though, honestly, if he gets off easy in the courts. I'm sure the league would take him back in some ways too.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
as
it's not good for the brand.
That's just how it goes, kind of like.
Yeah, honestly.
Matt, for my selfish reasons, when we start this Raiders rebuild, we're definitely doing it with Henry Ruggs still there.
I don't know if I can. I don't know. I might. I guess we can have him there, but I'm going to shit on Ruggs every game.
That's fair, but
okay. See, I didn't keep up with Ruggs' career. Was he like we're like who would you compare him as in skill level?
I don't think Ruggs ever had a lot of skill, actually. It seemed like to me he was a guy with a lot of potential. It seemed like he had like Tyreek Hill's sort of almost speed set. Like it seemed like he was a speedster to me.
He was super athletic, super fast, really good on Alabama. But there was also like he was also really good at basketball. Like he probably could have made it to the NBA. He was dunking and shit on pussies. It was a great time.
So
I didn't know he was as good at basketball.
No, he was insane.
I knew he was really athletic and had a lot of speed, though.
So
he was like the point guard.
Like, he sounds like Hollywood Brown.
That seems
basically
in my mind.
He had a little bit more upside, I guess, or a little bit more hype.
Okay.
But yeah, he was basically the same player.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Brown's actually been playing really good this year, so like it's just gonna take him a year or two. Really craft the route running.
Right.
But like he also had like I think the thing was like his upside was like Tyreek Hill, and that's what they were saying. Like that's exactly why the Raiders brought him in, because they're getting their ass kicked by Tyreek Hill, by the Chiefs twice a year, and they're like, okay, we need a fast guy like that, because that's a problem.
I don't know. That's what's so sad too. I guess maybe you could say it's the sad part of it is like, had he not fucked up his life, like he could have like a bright career ahead of him. But it's so tough because it's literally like it wasn't like. I feel like you can maybe argue in some situations where like if it's with a woman or like if it was some alleged domestic violence, like you weren't there, maybe it did happen, maybe it didn't. Like you can maybe argue,
right? And the facts are in.
No one really knows. But I feel like when it's something when you're like they take your blood alcohol content, they know how much it was. I guess with how fast he was going, probably based upon the impact, they can like calculate the physics and everything of it.
I mean, how fast he was going.
Oh god, that was ridiculous. I did see that.
It's not like he was just like he was speeding. No, he was going.
He was hauling shit.
Dangerous. Like I don't.
I think they said he was going 150 like 6 or something like that, and then like the crash in point was like 120.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm not gonna say I've always driven 100% sober, but anytime I was maybe on the edge, I'm driving speed limit or slightly under the
Oh
speed.
yeah, you should be
I'm
careful as
not,
Exactly.
hell. And
I'm
he was
not
pretty
driving
drunk.
100 miles over the speed limit.
He was like
Exactly.
2 or 3 times over the blood alcohol content.
It's just there's a lot of things wrong
It's
with
a shame
you.
because I just know like the whole draft process. I was like, this is a good kid, and I liked him a lot. And it's kind of sad that like you just fucked it up by getting drunk one night.
That's the problem too. It's like literally it could happen to anybody. Of course, when you're in that situation where you are on like the national radar, you're going to get picked up a lot sooner for it. But a lot of people do make a similar mistake. But I guess the moral of the story is don't drink and drive. Don't be stupid. It's really
Thanks, Matt.
what it
Thanks for
comes
putting that
down.
on my videos, my channels. You're like, you know, if you need anybody to pick you up, call me. Call Matt.
Exactly. I that's there's no reason for anyone to put themselves in
Matt,
that
put your phone
situation.
number out in this video and let people always call you and be like, I'm drunk. I need you to pick me up from Tacoma. I need you to drive down to Vegas right now and pick me up.
I would have picked Henry Ruggs up sooner than
Yeah, I'll be living. I'd be like, yeah, dude, I want to meet you. I'll pick you up when you're fucking wasted. It'll take
it's
me a couple
just
days.
there's no reason for it. Henry, I don't know what kind of car he was driving. He could have slept in that car. Who's gonna break in? He could have said, "I'm Henry Ruggs."
I'll dunk on you. Wow. Leo Sheldon is quite healthy.
He's shown up tonight.
He's been a baller.
We're,
He's been passing.
we're only in the third quarter.
Yeah, it does go a little bit slower, I think. Like, well, I don't know. I guess it's
It
about
seems
to.
a little bit slower.
I'm tapping A and like trying to skip the scenes, but it happens.
Hold on, I have to go grab another beverage. I'll be right back.
Troy, I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
You should do 25 push-ups every morning.
Every morning. Okay.
I do 25 push-ups every morning, and I do it with like one of my friends. And I like text him like done, and then he texts me done to make sure we're doing it. Yeah, we're
Okay.
trying to figure out the wager. Like, what if one of us misses a day? Like, should we add 10 or something? Like, how do we figure this out and slowly build
Is
up?
it like every day, or you have to do it in the morning? If you
Oh,
miss
you have to do it
one.
every day. It doesn't have to be in the
Okay.
morning. It's a lot easier that way because like a lot of times I'll wake up also at noon, and you're like, well, how do you know? Also, though, my chest is feeling quite bloated. It's great.
Yeah, I need to start working on my so I think like the workout routine I got focuses more on like your arms and legs. So everything in the middle is kind of just like kind of a little neglected.
I
It,
hate doing legs.
it just yeah, huh?
I hate doing legs.
Oh yeah, but once it starts getting in, like those thighs, mm,
I just bicycle instead. I've made a pretty good commitment of like I bicycle. I mountain bike a lot. I kind of
yeah,
mountain
yeah.
bike like once a week. That way I get my legs in. Good leg workout.
You actually bike around Vancouver, or I think I see in Portland. I see like you sometimes put it on your story.
I don't go into
Right?
Portland pretty much ever.
Uh, uh,
Just with like COVID and like the way that Portland's been kind of a shit show since the pandemic, and you're like,
now fair.
I'm gonna wait. I guess it's probably fine now. Especially, and I'm planning to go to a Blazer game, so like I guess I'll probably go to that game and be like, you know what, Portland is fine. I'm gonna go to Portland more.
Hmm.
But I've been struggling with it.
I would be down to go to a basketball game this year. I remember last year, or
You guys
maybe 2
should come
years ago,
down
might have been
and like stay with me
pre-COVID.
for like a night or two. Just
I
stay for a
almost was
weekend.
gonna
I'll be down.
like a Lakers Blazers game at one point, but
I have like so like my room is like in the garage. There's like a whole like side room to it. So like we're in like our own building where like we can be as loud as we want at any hour of the night and they can't hear us. Like my parents because they're in a separate building.
we're just gonna have to rage.
Yeah, no, we could get really fucked up and just like do rage cage and beer pong, whatever. And we could just hang out. I got video games. I got a good setup in this room.
Honestly, I'd be down to go to a game sometime in like the next 2 months.
Yeah.
During, like the
I
holiday.
could try to
type
plan this
season.
out soon. I know I have committed to this year. I am definitely going to a Laker. Like the Lakers are gonna when they play Portland. I'm definitely gonna go to one of those games because
You're trying
I
to
have
go to
never
one of
seen
those.
LeBron live, and I feel like I have to say that before like he's done.
He retires.
Yeah,
Honestly, I should probably come down to if the tickets aren't too bad. I feel like
the
that's the
Laker
problem
tickets
with
are
the
gonna be bad.
Lakers now. Is the Lakers are always going to be an expensive.
The Lakers jack it up pretty high, but you can get pretty cheap tickets, like around baseball tickets usually. It's not like football tickets. Football tickets are ridiculous.
Do you know when the Lakers come to town, or?
I was looking at it a while ago, but that was a few weeks ago, so I don't know
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
honestly,
Who would you want to
I'd be
see?
down. I'd be
I
down
want
for
to
the
see Giannis.
Lakers. I don't know how often do the Bucks come to town though.
That's the thing. It's probably rare because
Different conference.
yeah.
I'll look up the
That's what I
schedule,
was
but
thinking. Kind of.
Damn, the Nets. Could watch the Nets.
I
that's
feel
gonna be
like
hype.
I'd be down to see literally like, I guess out of the Eastern Conference teams like Bucks,
God damn it!
Nets,
Oh wait, no.
or even fucking who else?
Not like today. Like-
Heat would be kind of good too.
So it's 12-12. So it's like today, the
Okay.
Blazers are gonna play the Pacers, and then tomorrow the Lakers are playing the Blazers. So that's not gonna work. Maybe
You're saying I have to drive down right now?
pretty much. No, because we should plan it out where it's like you guys can stay for like a whole weekend or something.
Yeah.
Or I mean, like we could also stay with like LaShawn for a night or something. We could figure it out. LaShawn's down here.
I'm sure if we told LaShawn we were gonna go to a game, I'm sure he'd probably go to that.
Yeah,
He's got money now.
yeah, he absolutely would.
I'd force him to. I'd hold him at gunpoint.
God, there's not a lot of good home games. That
I would.
the Suns could
the
be.
other way. I'd watch like Golden State, seeing Steph maybe.
That'd be pretty cool. The Nets is
Clay.
December 23rd.
If we could wait long enough, January 3rd's Nets.
December 23rd.
December 23rd. That's kind of a tough time, right before Christmas, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out.
Just be like, tell my family, be like, I'm not going to be at Christmas. I actually
Yeah.
go see the Nets play the Blazers.
Yeah. Well, screw it. They would understand.
I'm gonna
That's
look at
They
KD.
have to.
KD. Yeah.
Be like, I had to pick between my family and James Harden, and I chose Harden.
If they don't understand, then they're not family to me.
You know, we'd have to hit up the strip clubs after, though.
Oh yeah. Oh.
after
straight up.
Thanksgiving would be tough too. Because right after Thanksgiving on the 26th, the Warriors play the Blazers.
I feel like that's
Oh wait,
a
no,
little bit
that's in Golden
easier.
State. Never mind.
All right. What about them, Luka
No.
Doncic? I'm trying to watch him.
A little Mavs action.
I'd be
Yeah.
down for that.
And you might see Mark Cuban. The Cubes.
The real question is, would we see Porzingis? That guy's not playing this year so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. We're not going to see Porzingis.
Dallas would come. Fuck, like right after Christmas, the 27th.
Okay,
Well,
that's
could
a little
maybe
bit more doable.
what about?
We
But it's
come
on a
down the
Monday.
day after Christmas.
It's also on a
spend
Monday if
maybe-
that matters. Do you guys have like a specific like work schedule right now? That
We
you're like,
stay there all the way until New Year's.
That's what I was thinking.
We spend New Year's in Portland.
I have no defined schedule yet, so it's the perfect time to catch a basketball game.
Yep. We ball out.
Troy only has school, but
No, I'm done. I'll be done.
he'll be done by December, though.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Christmas, I'm done. So it's just like
What is like? Do you end around like the 6th or the 7th, probably?
I end to like this, like 14th. Let's see.
Okay.
okay, well, January 26th, Dallas will come on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, that's a decent game. It could be a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Oh wait, it says as low as $20 right now.
We got to get our tickets right now.
We have to commit. I need you guys to commit right now to go into this game. Well, February 2nd or February 5th is the Bucks will come.
I feel like it's one of those things that if we buy our tickets sooner, it'll obviously be cheaper. And then at least if it's on the calendar,
God damn
it's
it.
not like it's going to sneak up on any of us. But
On February 9th. That's not. Is that what day is Valentine's Day?
the 14th.
Okay. Just making sure. On
Even if it
On
was Valentine's Day, I'd be like, sorry, gotta watch.
gotta watch
the
the Legend
Bucks
Ball.
take on the Blazers.
On February 9th,
Be
right now,
like,
it says tickets are as low as like $70 something just to see the Lakers play.
damn.
It's ridiculous. They're
That
all
is
like
pretty.
pretty cheap. Some are 57. What was that? No, that's also Lakers. Warriors are like 50.
That was a interesting
How much are
bucket.
the Bucks?
Oh, 1 second.
The Bucks will be 34 right now.
That's surprising. Fucking, it's some shit when it's cheaper to see the like champions basically take on fucking the Blazers versus the Lakers.
I think we should aim to
Fucking
watch that game. You guys should come over
a
that
bunch
week.
of old heads.
Good 7 p.m. game on a Wednesday.
I'd be down, honestly.
It's super fun. Blazer games are a really good time. The only thing is, on the 9th, I'll probably have to go to that Lakers game.
I've been to a couple NFL games and I've been to like probably close to a dozen baseball games at this point, but I haven't been to a basketball game ever.
I have never been to a football game. It makes me so sad.
That's kind of wild. That's
I know, it's like my
surprising me,
favorite sport,
especially-
too.
Chris has hooked me up a couple years in a row since I got to see fucking. I've seen the Seahawks play the Chiefs and the 49ers.
The Niners win.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to keep going to those games.
I think that was the game when fucking one of our guys was down at like the fucking like goal line.
Oh, and Greenlaw picked it off? Or
I can't remember who it was. It was one of our tight ends, I feel like.
no why.
But it was an interesting game. But I got to see Kittle, saw Garoppolo, saw
All my
fucking
favorite
Mahomes.
players.
I was hyped to see Mahomes. I feel like that was a pretty. I remember the worst thing. Fucking who was it? I can't even. Was it? I don't even know.
Do I just ball and like tell my friends like, yo, we have to go to this Lakers game tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
It says as low as $58. That's really affordable. On it, well, yeah, on a Saturday. That sounds really hype. 7:30 game on NBA TV.
It's a So you're saying like tomorrow as in not tonight, but like Saturday?
Yeah, because like technically it's Friday today. It's
Yeah, I feel what you're
12:18.
saying.
But like the next day.
Shit. I'm supposed to help like my stepmom's mom do some shit, but I don't know. Maybe I could blow it off. Be like, actually.
I'm
Get
watching
your
it,
ass
bro.
down here.
I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, how often are you gonna get to see LeBron? Basically, never after this year. I think LeBron might retire soon.
He's not gonna retire soon. He's already
don't think
committed
so?
to like he's gonna play on a team with his son in the NBA.
You think so? You think
As long as his
Bronny-
son gets drafted, yeah. Which it looks
I
like he
think-
will.
I think he plays at least one more year after this. Also, he's not retiring.
I think he like does his
I
whole
think-
Laker contract, and I think it expires at the same time his son goes to the draft.
You
so
know
he
what? I
can-
just realized LeBron's not gonna play tomorrow.
Damn it!
He's out for at least a week.
That's right. Never mind. I'm not going to that game.
You could watch AD ball maybe, but he just sprained his thumb tonight too.
What about Russ? Are you trying to watch
I don't
Russ?
give a fuck about Russ. I don't want to ever watch Russ. There's so many things I'd rather do than watch Russell Westbrook play basketball. As selfish little prick.
I've never seen him score a triple double. That's something you can watch. Possibly.
Technically, it's some shit because Westbrook, in some ways, is like the last lasting piece of like what was the Sonics too.
Yeah.
He was the last lottery pick. Like,
Yeah. I thought you mean like still in the NBA because I was like, no, Harden and KD are doing really well right now.
no, yeah,
And Ibaka's the only one who won the ring.
true. Is Serge even playing still, or is he kind of?
Yeah, he's like the starting power forward. Or like sometimes he plays center for the Clippers.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me see. I haven't even seen his lines or
I
anything.
mean, he's old as shit, so it's like, I guess he's not
Yeah.
old as shit, but
He's. I don't know. It's all kind of relative. But
right. But it's like his span isn't like some guys can keep playing in their 30s.
He hasn't been playing at all this year.
Really?
He's got 0 points on the year.
Has he been
so
hurt?
far. Yeah, he's out. It says his back.
What a pussy.
Yeah, he's old.
Serge
He is
Ibaka.
no
Uh,
Serge no Backa.
Serge, my back. Ah. Sorry. Sorry, Serge. I didn't mean that.
I remember watching Serge eat like a snake or some shit with KD.
The fuck? What do you
It was fun.
subscribe to?
It was on Serge, at least last year. I don't know if he still does it, but he had like some web series or some shit.
I think I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. He's got a super thick accent, relatively though.
Man, we're about to go 3-0 on these Bulls, and I realized like my game is the one that went into overtime. I was like, am I just bad?
It's because you haven't played 2K at all in a while.
I had a warm up little scrimmage with the team, so I felt good
I
about
saw
it.
you shoot around a little bit, yeah.
Of course,
our
the players felt so
Pistons
much
team-
slower when I was playing like in this, and I was like, what the hell? I feel like we should eye this Bucks game, but I'm also still. Maybe we should just go to both. You guys want to really just double down and say like, you're gonna be here Saturday for the Bucks game. Wait, is this the one I'm talking about? Yeah. You come you come like probably like Friday.
Is that
and
the
then-
one in December? Or
in February, right?
okay.
So on Saturday night would be the Bucks game, and then you just stay through like till Wednesday night to watch the Lakers game.
Oh,
Let's go to 2 games, double down, double dip.
what do you think, Troy?
Wait, what are when?
February 5th would be the Bucks game, and then February 9th would be the Lakers game.
Ooh, yeah.
There's only one game in between that, which is Orlando, which I don't think we need to watch Orlando.
I mean, I got hose. Mo's been balling this year.
Yeah, I'm kind of hyped. I feel good about Kyle's finally getting like his younger players to play. He's super hyped about Mobley. I'm like, I love it because your team's ass.
Evan Mobley, he seems like the real deal.
I was saying that in the draft. I was like, dude, you guys should debate on taking this guy #1, but nobody wanted to listen to Max. I also was saying Jalen Green though too.
Troy, I was gonna say too, Duarte.
Yeah,
What a pickup.
Yeah.
He's looking like I think TJ Warren's dead until someone proves me otherwise. Like he's been without a timetable to return for like the last year. It seems like.
Yeah.
And then even with Levert coming back, they're starting Brogdon, Duarte, Levert, Sabonis, and Turner. So
I'm gonna say that these Pistons won this game because there's less than 4 minutes left.
To the end? Yeah,
I was
we're
thinking
up by basically 20. Oh,
I don't see them
maybe
coming back.
21. No, I don't really see them come back either.
We're kind of destroying them. Clay was just hot. I'm gonna get this one, and then I'll get the next one going after this possession.
Are you trying to get one more going tonight?
I think so. I can be down for more. Lately I've been staying up till like 2 a.m. So
I'm probably gonna be up for a minute. I don't know what Troy's doing tonight.
I was going to give myself 12:30. I'm kind of tired.
I feel
Okay.
you gotta stay for this
Sounds
video,
good.
and then Matt and I will suck each other off in the last one.
Troy, you have to stay till the end, and then you can check off. But it was good to have you tonight, Troy. It was good.
It was great. Thank you for being a special guest. Please come on again.
We'll do. If I see you guys on, I'll be. I don't know. Like usually, sometimes I think I see you guys on, and I'm like, should I join? Like maybe
It's been a minute, kind of,
Yeah.
since we've been on in this capacity.
Yeah.
Sometimes I kind of hop on Discord, kind of casually, but
I'm always on here. Actually, I'm always talking to Matt, John, and TJ. And
All right, wait.
Yeah,
You can
good.
see we get a sim this game with Simcast. Let's see if we sweep these Bulls real quick.
I guess are you guys gonna get the new COD, or do you guys even care?
No.
I don't.
I was-
didn't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I don't really care about the new one either. That was a close win.
Yeah. Eat shit, Bulls. We're in the finals, baby.
I got like
Tune in
Cold
next week.
War last year, and like Cold War's not too bad. I'm planning just to play that still, but